Check this out.
An object came into the frame, shot a beam of light at the warhead, flew up to the top, shot another beam of light at the warhead, flew around the direction it was flying, shot another beam of light at the warhead, flew down, shot another beam of light at the warhead, and flew out the same way it came in. An object came into the frame, shot a beam of light at the warhead, flew up to the top, shot another beam of light at the warhead, flew around the direction it was flying, shot another beam of light at the warhead.
National Guard.
And into the frame came 10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
Guess we can end it with that one. UFOs are chariots of the Lord. Let's prove it. Oh, what is this Google search bar? Let's prove it. UFOs are chariots of the Lord. Let's prove it. The Book of Psalms, chapter 68, verses 17. The chariots, swap chariots out with UFOs for the unlearned. The UFOs of God, the chariots of the Lord, are 20,000, even thousands of angels, and the Lord is among them, as in Sinai in the holy places. Let's see some more chariot precepts. I just had it. Sorry about that. We're just gonna go back to subscribe. We represent the same chapter. That's why I was trying to get it, but I messed it up. Yeah, Isaiah 60. No, that's Isaiah 66 and 60. Okay. And, Isaiah 66 and 15. For behold, the Lord Yahweh will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render anger with fire, to render his anger with fury, and his rebuke with flames of fire. For by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh, and the slain of the Lord shall be many. So the Lord is coming on his chariots to destroy the earth, and that's what you call UFOs. Zechariah. There we go. In Prop 2 lesson, UFOs are the chariots of the Lord. Zechariah chapter 5 verses 1. And this is Zechariah talking to an angel of the Lord, just to put this in like context of what's going on. Then I turned and lifted up my eyes and looked, and behold, a flying roll. So he said he sees a flying roll, a tic tac shaped UFO. Keep that in mind. Verse number 2. And he said unto me, What seest thou? And I answered, I see a flying roll. The length thereof is 20 cubits, and the breadth thereof is 10 cubits. A giant flying roll. See, the only thing he can compare it to was a flying roll. There ain't no tic tac shaped UFO. They didn't have that vernacular or vocabulary back then, so he called it a flying roll. Nowadays, it's called the tic tac shaped UFO, the cigar shaped UFO, right? Verse number 3. Then said he unto me, this is the angel talking to the Lord, talking to Zechariah, right? He's letting them know what this thing, what this flying roll is. This is the curse that goes forth over the whole face of the earth. So this is a curse to the earth. For whoever want, for everyone that steals shall be cut off as on this side according to it. So everybody that steals shall be cut off on this side according to it. So they're going to be cut off and die. Anybody that steals. Who is the number one thief? It is the wicked Edomites, the elite banking families. Pursuant to Job 9 and 24, the earth is given into the hands of the wicked, the Rothschild Rockefellers, the Edomites, the so-called Caucasian race. They the ones that they stole all this land, right? For everyone that steals shall be cut off on this side according to it, and everyone that swears shall be cut off as on that side according to it. Verse number 4. I will bring it forth, says the Lord of hosts. The Lord Yahweh said, I'm going to bring it forth, and it shall enter into the house of the thief, so into all these lands, and into the house of him that swore falsely by my name, and it shall remain in the midst of his house, and it shall consume it with the timber thereof and the stones thereof. So these UFOs, chariots, they are a curse of the earth. They're going to be here. They're going to be causing all types of tornadoes, earthquakes. That's why UFOs is always seen in the area when these certain events come. They're always going to be near nuclear facility sites, making the codes go off and then shutting them off, shutting them back on, fucking with them, making sure that they don't shoot these nuclear weapons off until the day that the Lord gives them the okay to do it, because these UFOs are going to be the ones that's going to control the nuclear arsenal of all the world's army. They're gonna be the ones that put the codes in to shoot the missiles over here into Babylon the Great. It is going to be the chariots. And if you go on the internet now, you can hear stories about how these UFOs have gone to facilities, nuclear facilities, and have turned on the equipment and turned it back off. There's stories on the internet about that. I was trying to find one for you, but it wouldn't pop up when I got back to it. But chariots, UFOs are the chariots of the Lord. Let's see if I got any more for you. Acts chapter, I believe it was 1. Okay. This is Yahweh Shah, you ignorantly called Jesus Christ, talking to the disciples, right? And he was telling them how you're going to receive powers, right? You shall receive powers. Verse number 8, you shall receive powers. And after that, the Holy Ghost has come upon you. And you shall be witness unto me both in Jerusalem and all of Judea and in Samaria and to the uttermost parts of the earth. So that's the Lord promising the disciples, the elect of the nation of Israel, the Holy Ghost and powers to be able to understand the Bible and to read the Bible, right? And check out verse number 9. And when he had spoken these things, when Yahushua had spoken these things, while they beheld, he was taken up, and a cloud received him out of their sight. So Yahushua was standing there and he told them, like, y'all gonna receive powers. And then after he told them that, a cloud came and took Yahushua up into the cloud, like he got abducted by a UFO. But the UFO came cloaked as a cloud. Now let's get that right. And I'm gonna prove that did the chariots, UFOs can cloak themselves as clouds. So that was Yahushua getting beamed up into a UFO. Check this out. He got received up into a cloud had taken him up, right? So he got beamed up into a cloud. And I'm telling you that cloud is a UFO, what you call UFO, a chariot of the Lord, right? And I'm telling you that Yahweh got beamed up into a UFO. That's what they seen. That's what they were describing in that scene. Acts chapter 9, verse 1. Acts chapter 1, verse 9. But check this out. Psalms 104, verses 3, proving my point that cloud was a chariot, a UFO, who laid the beams of his chambers in the water. So these things are able to go underwater. And you can read about that when you research UFOs. Who makes the clouds his chariots. So he was received up into a chariot, a UFO, who walks upon the wings of the wind, right? So what I'm trying to tell you, UFOs are the chariots of the Lord. And when they were shooting down that rocket in the video I was showing you, they were, I guess they were testing out some nuclear rocket. That was just the Lord. That's the Lord fucking with these people, letting them know that I'm in control of this, right? Because they don't know what to think. These people don't know what to think. Okay, any more precepts I can hit you with? Just proving that UFOs are the chariots of the Lord. And, okay, okay. I guess we can just finish up with this one. No, we're gonna save this for the end. I got another one. I got some. Let's get into the. I want to show you this before the cigar shaped UFO. The flying roll. The flying roll. This is the flying roll. That's what he's saying. A flying roll. That's the flying roll. The cigar shaped UFO. And then when you go to the book of Ezekiel, you see the circular UFOs, because UFOs will come in different shapes and sizes, right? So you got the cigar shape, tic tac shaped UFO, right? Then you got the one that like the flying saucer UFO, right? This is the one in Ezekiel. It's gonna be the flying saucer. This is the saucer shaped UFO, the chariot of the Lord. Ezekiel chapter 1, verses 16. And the appearance of the wheels and their works was like the color of beryl, and they four had one likeness, and their appearance was their works was if it were a wheel in the middle of a wheel. A wheel in the middle of a wheel. Wheel within a wheel. You see it? Wheel within a wheel. The flying saucer. Saucer shaped UFO. Wheel within a wheel. And that's what Ezekiel seen. See, Ezekiel seen a different one. Zechariah seen a different one. He seen a flying roll. Ezekiel seen a wheel within a wheel. Right? And this was Ezra seen. The book we're gonna go to Ezra and see what he seen. He seen a UFO too, right? Check out the UFO he seen. And this is and Ezra seen the mothership. Ezra's because he got a vision of the end times too as well. Go read the Apocrypha, right? This is World War III, right? We're gonna back it up a little bit because we're gonna give you context of what's going on and everything. This is World War Three when Yahweh Shah comes, right? Yahweh Shah, they're gonna be in the midst of World War Three, fighting World War Three, right? And then they're gonna see Yahweh Shah. They're gonna start fighting. All the world, all the nations of the world gonna stop fighting World War Three when they see Yahweh Shah, and they gonna all team up and say, "Let's take down Yahweh Shah." Second Ezra chapter 13 verses 2. And lo, there arose a wind from the sea, that it moved all the waves thereof. Verse number 3. And I beheld, and lo, that man waxed strong with thousands of angels. And when he turned his countenance to look, all things that trembled were seen unto him. So when Yahweh Shah came, he came strong with thousands of angels, right? With the thousands of heavens, right? These are UFOs. They're coming all in UFOs and however way they might be coming, right? And when he turned and looked to look, all things trembled, so they were scared as shit when they seen him, right? Verse number 4. And whatsoever the voice went out of his mouth, all they burned that heard his voice, like if it were like as the earth fail when it feels the fire, right? And after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered a multitude of men out of number from the four winds of the heavens to subdue the man that came out of the sea. So these are all the armies from everywhere across the world, and they're gonna come and subdue the man that came out of the sea, which is Yahweh Shai. And the sea meaning the sky. He came out of the sky, right? Because there's nothing but water above us. There is a sea of water above us. Space and all that other shit is bullshit. It's water above us. Like that's how the Lord flooded the earth back in the days of Noah, right? He opened up the windows of heaven and it rained, right? So there's water above us, right? So Yahushua came up out of the sky, he came up out of the water, what they call space, right? But I beheld, and lo, he graved himself a great mountain and flew upon it. So he got on top of a great mountain and flew upon it. That mountain being a mothership UFO. Check it out. Verse number 7. But I would have seen the region or place where out the hill was graven, and I could not. So he could not see the mothership was so big that he couldn't see the beginning of the mothership, and he couldn't see the end of the mothership. That's how big the UFO that Yahweh Shah is going to be riding on. That's how big it was. Doesn't the Bible say every eye shall see him, right? Verse number 8. And after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together subdue him were sore afraid, and yes, durst fight. They were scared, but they still fought anyway. Verse number 9. And lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, he neither lifted up his hand nor held any sword or any weapons of war. So they shot all their missiles and everything at him. He ain't do nothing. Yahweh Shai ain't have no weapons in his hand. They ain't do nothing. But only I saw that he sent out of his mouth as it had been a blast of fire, and out of his lips a flaming breath, and out of his tongue he cast out sparks and tempests. So he gave the word to the UFOs, to the chariots, to burn all the armies up, all the armies of the world, just burn them up, right? Along with the nuclear fire, along with the UFOs activating the nuclear weapons, and they're shooting the missiles to the United States at the same exact time that this is going on. And they were all mixed together, the blast of fire, the flaming breath, and the great tempest, and fell with violence upon the multitude which were prepared to fight, and burned them up, every one, so that sudden of a innumerable multitude, nothing was to be perceived, but only dust and smell of smoke. When I saw this, I was afraid. Call all Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah, Bashem Kakadash, double honors to the left out here, pretense, word, and truth and sincerity. Don't be scared of the UFOs. Those are the chariots of the Lord here. to rescue the elect of the nation of Israel. And let's get that before I end the lesson, right? Because these UFOs, they are here to bring the destruction to Babylon Great and to all these other nations, and they're here to save the elect of the nation of Israel. Let's get that one before I leave. Book of Matthew, chapter 21, verse 31. And he shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the four winds from one end of earth to the other. The UFOs are going to go and gather all the elected nation of Israel. They're going to beam them up, just like Yahweh Shah, pursuant to the book of Acts, chapter 1, verses 9. We're joint heirs with Yahweh Shah. We got to pick our cross up, and we got to follow Yahweh Shah. Didn't Yahweh Shah say, who's going to pick their cross up and follow me, right? So the same way Yahweh Shah goes out, and it's the same way we're going to go out. He got beamed up to the UFO. Guess what? We get beamed up into the UFO too. Okay, let's see if I can. This should be all right. Okay, UFOs, the chariots of the Lord, they're gonna come and rescue all the elect of the nation of Israel. There's a whole bunch of movies out about this shit too. They proving that they put this shit in a movie. Left Behind, all these like movies where the UFOs come and rescue it. That is us that they're making reference to. Let's see, do I gotta back it up? Okay. Isaiah chapter 26, verses 20. Come, my people, enter thou into thy chambers, and shut thy doors about thee, and hide thyself, if it were for a little moment, until the indignation, the indignation means the righteous anger of the Lord be overpassed. So the angel is going to say, come, my people. The angel of the Lord is going to say, come, my people. The elected nation of Israel, come into this UFO, close the doors, and hide yourself until the rightful anger of the Lord is done and over with, because the Lord is going to burn this place up. Pursuant to the book of Ezra, what we was just reading, we're going to be hiding while they're getting burnt the fuck up. All right, but yep, UFOs are the chariots of the Lord. Jesse out with another Bible lesson. You so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native American Indians, you are the Israelites of the Bible. Rehearse the righteous acts of the Lord. Repent in the name of Yahweh Shah. And if you're an able-bodied man, teach his word in truth and sincerity. We got next, and I'm out.